Pag-aralan ng wasto, panatiling sariwang hangin.
Ano ang mga requirements sa pag-apply ng PCO accreditation? Well, una-una, tingnan muna natin ang nakasulat sa DENR Administrative Order number 2014-02 or Revised Guidelines for PCO Accreditation. At doon natin makikita sa Section 8 ng Department Order na ito na nakikita natin sa kanan. Section 8, Accreditation of PCO. Tapos dito sa item number 1, sinasabi, the managing head or his or her duly authorized representative shall submit to the concerned EMB Regional Office the following requirements for the accreditation of his or her PCO and pay the processing fee in the amount of 500 pesos to the concerned EMB Regional Office. Ano ito? Letter of appointment or designation as PCO of the establishment, curriculum vitae with ID picture of the appointed or designated PCO, notarized affidavit of joint undertaking of the PCO and the managing head, proof of the appointee's qualification such as certificate of training of basic PCO training. And then for category B establishments, include the valid Professional Regulation Commission license if applicable. Tapos meron ditong kasunod pa na for the managing head of establishments, 8 hours training on environmental management covering the basic environmental laws, rules and regulations, and the duties and responsibilities of the PCO. So yan po yung nakasulat sa Section 8 under DAO 2014-02 or the revised guidelines for PCO accreditation. Ngayon, pagdating po sa application mismo ng accreditation, at yan ay through online PCO application system. At dito sa pco.emb.gov.ph. So diyan tayo nag-apply ng accreditation. Mapapansin nyo sa online application system, hihingan ka ng mga requirements. Well, nakadepende po yan yung list of requirements natin na ipapakita. Yung ating application for accreditation depende sa type of application. Meron tayong new application and then meron tayong renewal. So ngayon ipapakita ko yung list of requirements for new application. So nandyan yung personal account mo sa system, yung pco.emb.gov.ph. So dapat meron ka dyang account, email and password. So base na rin sa hihingin sa system, ang mga requirements pa dyan, yung appointment or designation letter as PCO. So, importante yon, meron kang appointment signed by the managing head. The affidavit of joint undertaking at dapat ito ay duly notarized. Kailangan din ang certificate of employment, lalong-lalo sa current employer. Kung may mga previous employer, dapat meron ka ding certificate of employment na ipapasa sa system. Ganon din ang certificate of PCO training at yung managing head training certificate. May hinahanap sa atin doon sa application system ma-fill upan mo yung application form. Merong online application form doon. At sa ibang opisina ng EMB, meron pang pinapasagot na form. Ang iba naman, pinapag-comment na lang doon sa system just to determine yung category ng establishment. So, yan yung application online, application form na nasa online application system. At minsan may mga papapasa sa inyong mga additional form. And then, curriculum vitae or resume at yung professional license mo issued by PRC. And then other documents, depende kung ano ang iba pang hinihingi ng evaluator. Then official receipt of payment amounting to 500 pesos. So these are the list of requirements for new application for PCO accreditation. Halos yan din naman, parehas lang yan na nakasulat sa Section 8, yung binasa natin kanina. Medyo may konting ano lang tayo, idinagdag sa list base doon sa application system. Gaya nung account online. Okay, hindi ka na makakapag-transact online kung wala kang account. So yan yung mga requirements for the first time, and again on the right, meron naman tayong list of requirements for renewal. So ganoon din, meron ka dapat personal account sa online PCO application system. Then the latest PCO accreditation certificate. Ganun din, appointment or designation letter as PCO. Kung 3 years ago, binigyan ka na niyan, dapat meron ka pa ring bago ngayon. So, recent yan. Latest. Affidavit of undertaking, duly notarized, and then certificate of employment, then the application form online. So, isasabi natin doon sa online application system, pco.emb.gov.ph, meron kang pipilapan doon na application form. At doon malalaman kasi ng system kung anong type of application mo, new or renewal. Then sa renewal application, kailangan maipasa mo yung mga proof of compliance of your company to the requirements of major environmental laws. Ano mga batas yun? PD 1586, RA 6969, RA 8749, RA 9003, and then RA 9275. May mga proof of compliance ka sa mga batas na yan, yung mga yon ang ipapasa mo. Aside from other documents na hihingin pa, at saka yung official receipt of payment na 500 pesos pa din per application. And kung may violation for within 3-year period mula nung ikaw ay na-accredit, kung merong violation, magpapasa ka ng joint affidavit of commitment. So these are the list of documentary requirements for the application for PCO accreditation. At kung meron kang katanungan dyan, just type it below. At I hope you have learned something on the list of documentary requirements for the application for PCO accreditation. At ang legal basis din nga natin dyan itong nasa Section 8, Accreditation of PCO ng DNR Administrative Order number 2014-02 or the revised guidelines for PCO accreditation. Isa sa critical requirement dito sa ating listahan, gaya itong sa first time application, yung training certificate. So you need to attend the basic training for pollution control officer, training for the managing head para masatisfy mo yung requirements na to, especially for the first time or for new application for PCO accreditation. Now, if you want to join, if you want to attend a PCO training or Managing Ed training, you can contact the JP Environment Consultancy Services through 0998-543-5466 or 0917-360-1178 para sa schedule ng training. Monthly naman yan meron. Sa renewal application, mapapansin mo rito, ang critical requirements dito, yung latest PCO accreditation certificate, yung ating appointment as PCO, at pangatlo, yung mga proof of compliance of the company to the requirements of major environmental laws. Halimbawa, meron kang ECC or CNC. O, pasok yan dyan sa PD 1586. Halimbawa, meron kang DNR ID number, meron kang permit to transport, manifest, yan. Pasok yan dyan sa RA 6969. Kung meron kang permit to operate ng iyong generator set, kung may emission test result, if applicable, pasok yan dyan sa RA 8749 at yung mga collection, picture ng MRF, pasok yan sa RA 9003 at doon sa ating wastewater discharge permit, yung mga test ng tubig o yung mga pagpapa-siphoning, mga proof yan, pasok yan sa RA 9275. So yan ang mga list of requirements for the application for PCO accreditation. So checkan nyo na lang yung requirements na meron kayo. Kung wala pa, edi i-workout na lang natin to. So I hope you have learned here. At kung hindi ka pa nakasubscribe dito sa ating channel, just subscribe at para makapanood ka pa ng iba pang mga tutorial videos. Pwede rin naman mag-join dito sa channel natin para sa continuation mo ng pag-aaral towards environmental management, compliance, etc. Or you can just click the button thanks dito sa ating video. At I hope makatulong pa tayo sa mga community, lalong-lalo sa mga bagong-bagong pollution control officer and managing heads. Thank you very much for viewing this video, the list of requirements for PCO accreditation application. Thank you very much and God bless us all.